Riley, how do you feel? Where do you feel the chemistry is with this team right
It's coming. Obviously, a lot of turnover from last year, so it's going to be a feeling out process for a little while. But I got a lot of older guys that know how to play, and so at the end of the day, it's just hockey, and we just got to figure out the systems of which every team has gone through at this point in the season. So um, obviously, it'll take a little time, but faster we can do that, then the hotter start we'll have.
You've bounced around the league for a little while, so you know turnover pretty well. How do you adjust to turnover from a personal standpoint?
Um, you know, I went through a year where I played on 5 teams in one year, so I've already been here longer than any of those teams. So this is good continuity. You just kind of you just play the hand you're dealt. It's kind of the nature of the business. You're going up, you're going down. Guys are getting traded, hurt, whatever it is. There's always a lot of turnover, different people coming in, different personnel in this league. So um, you just got to try and figure out a way to establish that chemistry, like you mentioned early, and find it as fast as possible. But like I said, a lot of these guys have played these systems and under Chuck, so I don't foresee it being a big issue.
What keeps you going? When you've got a year where maybe you are on five different teams, or here you're battling for a spot with the Rangers, and you get to come to Hartford, and just what is it about this? What keeps you going?
Uh, I went through a couple of hard years where the love of the game was kind of teetering a little bit. You're scrapping for minutes. You're just trying to get in the lineup. A lot of times you're bouncing around. Ended up landing in Tampa and being a part of their run to the Cup final, which was a pretty cool experience. Um, and then I got 2 kids now, so I see things through a little bit different light. I have my little guy around the rink. He was around the rink a lot last year, and just seeing that just natural love and joy, and it's not if I won or lost. He's obviously excited when I score because we had our personal goal songs there, so that was cool for him. But just seeing that joy, and I'm like, where did I kind of lose that love? And so just trying to get back to that, taking less pressure off of where I am. Obviously still competing, working hard, but less on the result and trying to focus more on the process, which a lot of people talk about, but it's difficult to do, especially if the results aren't coming. So just seeing through things through a different light and just trying to enjoy. I know I don't have tons of years left, so just trying to enjoy every minute, every up, every down, whatever it is, and try and win something. That's the end goal, but not getting discouraged along the way.
What was it about this organization that attracted you to come
Well, they were gonna pay me more money, so I was only on an American League deal, so um, I didn't really see a whole lot of light to getting back to the NHL in the organization I was with. I was more than happy to go back to Charlotte. I knew a lot of people there. I really enjoyed being in Charlotte and just what we had established there. But the path back to the NHL, I didn't really see a whole lot of positivity coming that way. So when New York offered this, I saw here's a team that at least has somewhat of a plan, whether it be it's the playoffs or a bunch of guys get hurt and I got to go up there and fill a hole. At least there's a little bit of a plan. So that was encouraging. I felt like after last year, I really enjoyed the year. We had a great run, good team. Really enjoyed the guys, but I didn't feel like I was done, and so I would have been, I think, in 5, 10 years if I didn't give this another shot, then I would have been pretty discouraged in myself, pretty bummed out. So, you know, come here and hopefully play here, have a good time, and hopefully make a couple jumps up to the big leagues.
Riley, welcome first of all to Hartford, and being on the other side of the fence is a little different. You come, but like you said, you've been around a few places. Where do you see your role right now with the organization?
I think similar to last year. Obviously one of the older guys on the team. I was the oldest last year, which comes at you fast. It's pretty crazy. But also helping the younger guys find their footing, kind of finding their direction on where they need to go, what they need to work on to get to the next level too. Just be, if they have anything to talk about, I wasn't like a top scorer in the NHL, so I kind of carved my own path, found my own niche, and was able to spend 9+ years up there. So I don't think I'm the most talented guy, but I think at the end of the day, if you work hard and you can kind of hone your own craft and carve your own niche into where you need to be, then I think you can spend a lot of good years up in the NHL.
And how have you yourself been adjusting to new systems and sort of adjustments that you have to make?
It's easy in practice, but it's always, game will always reveal where teams are lacking, where we're not quite on the same page and all that. So felt like we were pretty good in the exhibition game, the one exhibition game we played last weekend. And then we'll obviously find out next weekend when we get going there.
And it's a whole room full of new players. That's always a different challenge. And like I said, you've known 5 teams. It's a different experience every year.
Yeah, for sure. Seems like this group, they just being on the other side of things in Charlotte and watching them, they really grew throughout the year and kind of built their identity by the end of the year. I thought they were one of the top teams in our division. Obviously, losing to Hershey in our division finals was, I thought, they earned that because they came from a long way down in the standings. So similar, at the end of the year, you want to keep building, getting better and better, and at the end of the year, you want to be there in that conversation. And so hopefully take that and take it a step further this year.
Oh, go ahead.
Given the new additions to the team this year, I was wondering what some of your first impressions were of the group that's been assembled.
Yeah, they're good. They got a lot of smaller guys that can buzz around, but are really crafty with the puck, a lot of energy. Every year it seems like those guys get more and more talented, and so it's just amazing to watch some of the plays that they're able to make and the speed they do it at. I think they have a really bright future. There's a lot of young guys here that, obviously looking to take a big step forward this year, and so I'm excited to watch them grow.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Riley, thank you.